There is nothing more motivating than cheese in life. अगर आप depressed हैं तो cheese खाइए क्योंकि cheese खाकर you will get motivated and you will want to work out. Workout करेंगे तो it releases endorphins. Endorphins make you happy and workouts keep you thin. So eat cheese and be really happy. So today we are going to bake a quiche with cheese and spinach. So to make our quiche pastry, which is short crust pastry or popularly known as flaky pastry, we need some all-purpose flour or maida. For short crust pastry, we use really cold butter, which is actually frozen. So you get the butter out, you cut it into little pieces, and then you put it back into the fridge. I'm going to add all this butter into our flour. And now, put my hands into this flour and cover all the butter with the flour and then pick it up, smashing it like so. This is now beginning to resemble wet sand, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Like I said, absolutely cold water needs to be added to this pastry. And I'm going to bring it together. The reason you put such cold water into it is because you want to keep the temperature of the butter as cool as possible. The only time it actually melts when we put it into the oven to bake. So now all you have to do is just bring it together. You don't have to knead this, and then we're going to leave it to cool in the fridge for half an hour. This is the first part of our quiche. So half an hour's up and our dough is ready. So here it is. So these are our quiche molds. So I'm going to be taking a small bit, put a little flour, and very carefully you roll this out. Okay, I think we are good. Now you just chop the extra bits out. And this is ready to bake. So now we are going to blind bake these tarts for 12 minutes at 180 degrees. So I'm sure you have Kabuli chana or chickpeas at home. So we need to put this into these tarts so that they do not rise. So I've made these little pieces like this. This is parchment paper. All we do is take this. This is ready. 12 minutes, 180. Now moving on, we're going to get the filling of the quiche ready. For that, you need a nice non-stick pan. We're going to add some butter. And as soon as the butter is hot, you add garlic. And now quickly add your onion. To this, I'm going to add some pepper, a tiny pinch of sugar, a nice pinch of salt, we're going to add this. We're just going to toss this in. The color has just popped green. we are done. We're going to leave this on the side to completely cool. Our quiche cases are now done. We're going to leave it here to cool down. Right now, we're going to start finishing the mixture. So we're going to need 2 eggs. Now into this teaspoon of mustard, I'm going to put some pepper, some salt, some milk, a little more salt, and cheese. This is ready. I'm going to leave this onto the side. And now put a generous amount of filling into each quiche. And with a lot of TLC, spoon it into your quiche. So I'm going to put this back into the oven. (180 degrees, 20 to 25 minutes. These little quiche look absolutely delicious. So let's check how that was done.
Spinach quiche. For the pastry, you'll need to add 100 grams of chilled butter to 140 gram of all-purpose flour. Lightly smash the butter cubes into your flour using your fingers until it reaches the consistency of wet sand. Pour 75 ml of ice-cold water and cut into the mixture until it forms a solid dough. Now bring it together in a bowl using your hands and place a cling film sheet over it. Cool the dough in the fridge for 30 minutes. Now unwrap the dough and dust some flour onto your tabletop. Take a small chunk of the dough and carefully roll it out into an even sheet. Now lay it over the quiche mold and cut off the excess dough using a knife. Do the same for the other 2 molds. Place them in a baking tray. Now place pieces of parchment paper onto your pastry dough and pour a handful of chickpeas onto them. Blind bake the pastry dough in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 12 minutes. For the filling, in a non-stick pan, add 2 tablespoons of butter and let it melt. Now add 5 to 6 chopped garlic pods, 1 chopped onion, crushed black pepper to taste, 1 teaspoon of sugar, salt to taste, 15 to 20 chopped spinach leaves, and stir it until it changes to a light green color. Take it off the flame and let it cool on the side. Now, in a clean bowl, add 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of mustard paste, crushed black pepper to taste, 1 teaspoon sugar, 120 ml of milk, add salt to taste along with 50 gram of grated cheese and whisk it all together. Carefully remove the chickpeas along with the parchment paper from the quiche molds. Now spoon in a generous helping of the hot filling into the pastry cups. Give your egg and milk mixture one last mix and pour it into your filling one at a time. Bake it in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 20 to 25 minutes. Your spinach quiche is ready.